Hey y'all, hey, welcome to But Also, the Real Talk podcast for real life moments. I'm your host, G Dazzle. Some of y'all know me as G Daz, but most of y'all just call me G, your girl, your friend, your sis who is here to keep it real with you. Now, if this is your first time joining, go on ahead and subscribe right now. Subscribe on YouTube at G plus Dazzle and follow on the socials at _podcast. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast app, make sure you're locked in there as well too. I promise you'll thank me later. Now, this podcast is all about diving into life's little moments that don't always fit into a neat little box, because life isn't always black and white. Here, we talk about the gray, the yes and moments, where two things can be true at the same time. Like, we gained more daylight, but also, we lost a whole hour, y'all. A whole hour of sleep. And if there's ever a moment where you feel yourself saying, dang, G, you just gonna read my life like that? Yes. Yes, I am. Because we are all living the same life, boo. But that's okay. So whether you're out here trying to figure it all out or just trying to make it through today, I got you. So let's talk about the highs, the lows, and all the messy moments in between. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. So let me tell you something. The days right after daylight savings always feels a little bit strange to me. Not dramatic, not chaotic, just off, right? Like you wake up and something about the timing don't feel quite right. The clock says one thing, but your body is not fully in agreement. It's not feeling the same thing the clock is feeling. You're looking at the time like, okay, but is it really though? Is it really what you saying, clock? Because I don't believe it. Because technically, we all just moved the clock forward, but kept going like nothing happened. But internally, my brain is still on last week's schedule for real, for real. Mentally, I am still operating on standard time, okay? The clock moved forward, but my spirit did not. And it's always a struggle. The struggle must be so real. And I don't know what it is about it, but it never fails. That's why the Monday after daylight savings had me all kerfumbled up, y'all. Like, definitely had me behooved, kerfumbled, bewildered, flabbergasted, all of the things. That's the only set of words I could think to use for how I felt. Like, you wake up tired because your brain is moving a little slow. Your energy feels kind of off because, once again, we lost that hour of sleep. And those who know me know that I take my sleep very, very seriously. That is a job I am not late to clocking into or late to clocking out of. Me and sleep, we go together real bad. So when I don't have that extra hour, baby, I feel it. I feel it. But anywho, I digress. Like I said before, that energy after on a Monday is off because in your head, it is still the old time. And don't let you be late on switching out all your clocks around the crib because, baby, your clocks will have you moving slower. They will have you moving slower, thinking you got more time than what you got, and you ain't got that much. So when the alarm went off on Monday morning, my first thought was, I know you lying. I know you lying because this time it can't be the real time. It just can't be. And the disrespectful part is the alarm be going off like nothing happened. Like we all caught up together. And that's not quite the case. Like we didn't just lose a good old hot hour of sleep. Okay. My phone acting real confident for somebody that just stole some time from me. Like, hey man, give me back that time. I'm gonna need that up off you. Let me hold something real quick. But society expects you just to get up and go like nothing changed. Go to work, be productive, be focused. Meanwhile, you're still negotiating with the sun on the inside. Because what? Give me back my hour, man. And the other thing that happens during that daylight savings week is you spend a few days really just mentally adjusting to the time. You look at the clock and think, okay, like this used to be an hour earlier. So your sense of the day feels a little weird. It feels a little off, right? You keep checking the clock like it's lying to you. Like, is it really that time? Like, is it really 3 o'clock? Because last I looked at the clock, I promise you it said 12 p.m. and now it's 3:30, and that was only 30 minutes ago. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And in my head, it's still an hour earlier because I would like to operate on that timeline if possible. Dinner feels a little bit early, bedtime feels a little bit early, even the afternoon feels different because the sunlight is stretching further into the evening. And everything technically is correct, but your brain is still playing a big old fashioned game of catch up, baby. Okay. We are running after this snowball playing catch up. And if you really pay attention this week, like, kind of tap into like the world around you, everybody is moving just a little bit slower. People are a little bit more tired than usual. Coffee is working a little bit overtime. That caffeine ain't caffeineing like you know it to caffeine how it should. Meetings are quieter and may feel a little bit longer or sooner than they used to be or anticipated. And you can just tell people are just in that adjustment mode. I feel like it's the same adjustment mode that we go through when it's like a new year. It takes me at least a good 5 to 10 business days to stop writing the previous year as part of the date. Like every now and then, I still find myself ending the date with a 25 instead of a 26. So, don't judge me, judge your mama. But I'm just saying what the people thinking. And nobody really says this out loud, but you can feel it. You could feel that we're all in that adjustment. You could feel that we all are adjusting to that missing hour of sleep and really just that shift of schedule, that shift of routine. Baby, it's an adjustment and it takes a second, and even traffic seems a little bit more irritated. I know I'd be irritated, especially with the road rage. Anyone who knows me, road rage is real. Just know if you cut me off and I don't get like the hand of grace or a turnaround of acknowledgement, know you're getting cussed out. Just know you're getting all of the words and being called everything but the child of God in the car behind you, which is me, because I'm that car and I'm going to cuss you out because of road rage. But anywho, I digress. And even with that, because everybody's sleep got interrupted at the same time. So the level of irritation that we're all feeling, the level of aggravation that we're feeling, the level of tiredness that we're all feeling it together, y'all, because we all felt it when it happened and it happened to us at the same time. Like low key, we trauma bonding right now. We are trauma bonding from missing that hour of sleep. And now the whole country, we just trying to recalibrate for real, for real. That's it. We just trying to recalibrate. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I will say that the evenings are the part that always throws me off a little bit the most. Not gonna lie. Because suddenly the sun is still out when your brain thinks that it should be getting dark because that's what we got used to in that past winter season. We got used to it being dark promptly at 4:35 p.m. And that's no longer the case. That was our sign to I need to be getting home, getting dinner going, or I need to be winding down. Now that the sun is up, baby, I want to be outside a little bit. Let the sun shine on me. Get some of that vitamin D while I'm at it, you know? So you look outside and it's bright and you're like, wait, what? Hold on. What time is it again? Because dinner feels like early. Dinner feels like we're eating at that senior citizen time at Sizzler special at the 3 p.m. So it's a little bit early and it throws you off a little bit. The day feels longer and the night feels shorter because the sun still being out plays tricks on you. You look outside like, oh, we still got light. That means I still got time. I still got time to get her done. However, don't let that light fool you. Don't let it deceive you because in a blink of an eye, that light will soon be gone. And what you thought was still daylight, you look over at your clock and baby, it's really 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and the sun's just now setting. So it's like, oh shit, I'm behind the 8 ball. Next thing you know, it's 11:30, and tomorrow's alarm is already sharpening its knife, ready to cut you up because it's time to get on up. That's the trap. That's the bamboozlement. That is the behoovement, befuddlement that we all experience. So, There's that. And is it just me? But I feel like we've been having this conversation for a while. Like, there's the question every year where I thought that they said that we were supposed to be getting rid of daylight savings time. Like, every year they always say this is supposed to be the last one. And my preference is for the last one to be in the wintertime where I get that extra hour of sleep. That's the one that I like. People vie for the springtime daylight savings to be the last one because you get more daylight, right? So either way it goes, maybe this the last one, maybe not. I don't know. With the ghetto America we're in, who knows? Who knows up from down, left from right? Maybe we're in war, maybe we're not. I don't know. There's just things happening, slingshots being thrown. It is what it is. So maybe this is the last one, maybe it's not. But every year is some conversation about ending it. And even when you go travel to other countries, they don't even have daylight savings because why? What really is the purpose? I probably should look that up. If you know the purpose of why we have daylight savings times, my fellow but also crew, or as someone said, because that's the name that I'm going with. Y'all, the listeners, the followers, y'all part of the crew. Y'all the but also crew, BAC, or as someone said on my socials, the big backs, which, baby, that cracked me up. Okay, because y'all are funny. Y'all got jokes. But all right, big back crew. Somebody who knows the answer to why we got daylight savings, drop me a comment. Let's talk about it because I don't know. And yes, I could Google it and I might still Google it, but I just, for quick reference, if you know, go on, let me know so we can know together. Because either way it is, here we are yet again with another daylight savings time, moving all the clocks, rearranging all the things, and then finding out last minute the clock that we forgot to rearrange is the one that we looked at the most. Usually it's the car clock. That's why I'm running late. But anywho, moving the clocks, adjusting our sleep, trying to remember which direction time went. And at this point, I don't even know if it's real or if it's just something people say every year to make us feel better about it. Because we've been hearing this might be the last one for a while now. And clearly, it was not. It wasn't. It was not the last one, because here we are. But I'll get off of that soapbox. Y'all don't have to hear me talk in circles about that. Now, even though my soapbox was a little sudsy, that's okay, because the truth of the matter is, we'll be okay. We will adjust because that's what we do every year. We adjust and we adapt. And we give it a few days, give our brains the time that it needs to catch up to the to the new timing. The alarm won't feel as aggressive or disrespectful or ringing with so much disdain for waking me up a little bit earlier. And the evenings will start to feel normal again. And eventually we'll stop noticing it. But right now, we are still very much in that adjustment phase, okay? And sometimes it takes a minute for light to catch up with the clock. And that's okay. It's okay to catch up sometimes. So, we're keeping this one short and sweet because I'm letting y'all adjust. And so this is me giving you the space to adjust because we're going to adjust in this together. And that's okay. Because why? We're living the same life. Every day proves we're living the same life. And because of my favorite point of reference, the Tiki Takis, also is a constant reminder that we are living the same life and we're living the same life together. So, if this week you've been feeling a little tired, a little thrown off, or just slightly out of rhythm, just know you're not the only one, boo. It ain't just you, lovey. Daylight savings got us all twisted up in the games, all sixes and sevens. And if y'all know that reference where I got that from, you a real one. You my type of people. So, if nothing else, just remember to give yourself a little grace, get some extra rest in where you can, and eventually your brain will stop arguing with the clock. Y'all be locked in as one. It will happen, I promise. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like and subscribe and follow the show everywhere at but also underscore podcast on the socials, and for watching us on YouTube at G plus Dazzle. So in the comments, tell me, did daylight savings time have you feeling all kerfumbled up too? Because I know it wasn't just me. How did daylight savings really make you feel? Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. Until next time, keep laughing, keep smiling, and keep embracing all of the moments, the good, the messy, and everything else in between. All right, y'all, with that, I'll holla.